Here we are. Another
Hello.
episode. This is episode 32, Legsy.
Oh my God.
Episode 32. It's
Wow.
another week. What
Who
have
would've-
you been up to? Silly question, but what have you been up to? Of course, if anybody's not listened to last week's episode, you'll know that
You'll know, right? Like,
you'll know that Tina is incapacitated at present.
well, a song comes to mind. It's a Patsy Cline classic. I go a walking after midnight.
You better not be out after
On the
midnight,
moon.
Legsy. I'll not be impressed.
What about you, love? What have you been up to?
Well, I am heading off on holiday.
Wow,
In fact,
where we going?
in fact, when this episode airs, I will already be on holiday. I am off on a cruise. Surprise.
Again?
Surprise, surprise. Yes, this is our Christmas cruise. So our friend Mark, I think I mentioned a couple of episodes back, turns 40 this year.
Oh,
so this year and next year is kind of like the years of kind of 40ths and 60ths, the big numbers.
The big ones.
So we're off on a cruise from Barcelona.
Barcelona.
And we go from Barcelona to the Canary Islands. So on Christmas Eve, we'll be in Lanzarote. On Christmas Day, we'll be in Gran Can.
I'm
And
livid.
then on Boxing Day, we'll be in Tenerife. And then
Shut up.
we'll be at sea for a couple of days. So then we'll stop off at Tangier in Morocco, which is the northwest coast of Africa.
Wow.
And then we'll go to Casablanca.
Okay.
And then from there, we'll go to the south of Spain and we'll stop off at a place called Cadiz before finishing up back in Barcelona. So we're away for Christmas and New Year.
That is incredible.
There's 5 of us going. We have been looking forward to this cruise for a very long time. And I cannot tell you how excited I am that it's finally came around.
Oh, I can tell. I can tell.
Because, you know, I don't do enough holidays in a year.
No, sure you don't. You're a bit like myself, love.
I
So
do
you
not
are.
do anywhere near as many holidays as you do, Lexi. I only wish I could do as many as you do.
aye.
You're never more than 6 weeks away from a holiday.
I know. Well, that might change next year. Who knows what's in front of us? We'll have to wait and see.
This is true. This is true. But listen,
Wow.
we should just take this opportunity to wish people a very happy Christmas.
Step into Christmas.
Because this
Eve.
episode does come out on Christmas Day.
Does it?
It does.
Merry Christmas.
So if you're listening to this on Christmas Day, thank you for inviting us into your home
Absolutely.
on Christmas Day.
Can I have some more gravy, please?
Ooh, Christmas
Here's a quick
food.
question for you. What's your favourite part of Christmas dinner?
Oh, Christmas dinner. I think I mentioned this to you a couple of episodes back. Mine is the roast veg. If you were to literally sit down an entire plate of roast veg on Christmas Day,
Yes.
I would literally face plant it. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know what it is. I was just like get very scranny. I don't know if you know what I mean. That's a Scottish word,
Yes,
but like
you
you want to
do.
scran, like you just want to nom 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 nom. Cookie Monster it. Do you know that
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
way?
yeah, yeah.
I just love to scran the roast veg.
Mine's is the Yorkshire puddings.
Oh yes, loaded with gravy.
Aye. I like the the big giant ones.
Uh-huh.
And you put your dinner inside it.
Yeah.
And then I would pick it up like a pie.
Yeah.
And then I
You're
work
a ninja lower jaw.
and then I work my way around that, Wilma. So I do
Just nibbling at the rib.
and it spin it around, you know, like a basketball. Go brrrr, and it spins around. That's what I love. Oh Lordy. Santa's bean, and you've got the podcast on, and you're on the mulled wine, otherwise known as harp, and the children.
And it's just us two gays helping you celebrate Christmas Day.
You're sitting up, and you know what I love on Christmas Day now? Snowball
Are you talking about the snowball?
drink.
Oh, the drink.
The drink.
So do you never remember the snowball? They were like snowball biscuit. What would you call them? A biscuit or like a but they're like filled with marshmallow and they have like a desiccated coconut on the outside. Do you ever remember those?
No.
They're like a bun, but they're like a bun biscuit and they're filled with marshmallow. You'd know them if you've seen them. We used to get them. A family member used to buy them for the 3 of us whenever we were growing up.
Mm-hmm.
And it used to be an entire box of snowballs and they used to be cooking
I love them.
everywhere.
Yeah.
So what's a snowball drink?
It's it comes in a tiny wee green bottle. Do you remember Baby Sham?
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
It's like a Baby Sham.
Oh, okay.
And it's like a yellow colour.
Okay. Like a Bucks Fizz, is it?
No.
No? Okay.
Nowhere near. It's beautiful.
Oh, okay.
It's just called a Snowball.
A snowball.
And it's like,
Interesting.
I know what I love about the wee bottles. They're like a dark green small bottle. And, oh God, I can't remember what's in it. and then you have to get the tin opener.
Right.
And
I'm going to have to look it up just while you're telling me here. Yeah.
A snowball.
Snowball.
And oh my God, it's like a liqueur. It's like a wee liqueur, and it is just delicious.
Right. Okay.
You should try them.
Okay. So it's a cocktail containing Advocat and a carbonated lemonade, and it's approximately in equal parts. It may have other ingredients to taste it, but it typically contains a squeeze of fresh lime juice, which is shaken with Advocat before pouring into a glass, topped up with lemonade and decorated with a cherry.
That's it.
Okay. I have never came across that, you know.
Oh, there you go. I love educating you.
Wow.
If ever you've needed anybody to navigate you, it's me.
You get it in Tesco.
They do them in 4 packs.
£6.50.
Lovely.
Although if you buy it off Amazon, it's $59.99 according to Google.
What? I did on Amazonia. Amazonia Premier.
Listen, this is our one for the road episode. So this is the episode where we just talk shite for a half hour and we catch up on whatever we've been up to. But this time, we had asked for feedback on a couple of our episodes.
Yes.
And well,
go.
We got some.
Lovely.
We got some feedback about the Christmas episode that we done. Lots of people responded to this.
Did they?
And they all, I mean, it must be just a generation thing, Tina, but most of them have said the same kind of thing, which is your Christmas sound just like mine.
Yeah.
So one listener, Caroline. I know
Hi, Caroline.
Caroline and I used to work together years and years and years ago, probably about 10 years ago.
Right.
And she wrote in, and she actually sent a photograph as well. And she wrote saying this: loved this week's episode. It took me back to my childhood.
Yes.
When you were both saying about Xmas morning and having your pile. Wee Bernie didn't wrap. Now, Wee Bernie is our mum.
Right.
So Wee Bernie didn't wrap Santa presents, and me and my sister had a sofa each. I always got the 3-seater. Now, I can relate to this because we always used to judge how successful we were at Christmas by who got the 3-seater, because in our house we had a 3-seater and 2 single-seaters.
Right, okay.
And, my sister would have got the 3-seater because she was the eldest.
Yeah.
And my brother would have got a cherry. So I can totally relate to this, Caroline. Can you?
I can, because we had a parlour house, and all the presents and the tree and everything was in the parlour house, but we all had a certain area each, and we all had the same amount of presents each. So one year you would have had 3 presents each, one year you would have had 4 presents each, and I don't think it ever went over 4, or we had 2 big ones each, but they were never wrapped up, but they were always in big black bags. and Mummy used to write on a piece of newspaper, "Jert," and big whack of sellotape, and they were all just stuck.
Oh, why?
And they were all just stuck, so they were.
Well, Caroline goes on to say that she always got the 3-seater. Ha. My sister got the 2-seater. Clearly, I was the favourite.
Naughty Caroline.
So she goes on to say, I always thought wrapping Santa presents was an English thing. So when my Gary, who's her fella, came along and they had Neve, who's their baby, I've had to wrap Santa presents ever since. And she does FS, which is short for feck's sake, and a rolling eye emoji. So clearly my ma was just being lazy. That she never wrapped Santa presents. Now, to be fair, I can relate to this because my mum never wrapped any Santa presents. Wrapping paper wasn't really a thing. It's a waste of money, to be frank. Like, it is.
Because all you're doing is turning it open
there, and it's not cheap.
No.
Like, I mean, you go into Marxie's, for example, you're paying what, like $9.99 for 6 rolls of paper. Like,
it's ridiculous. I think what you're better off doing is, if you're going to buy your kid a whole load of presents, go upstairs in the hot press and get a big sheet.
Oh, wow.
And just put it over the pile.
Yeah.
And then just pull the sheet off.
Or what I've seen now, I don't know if they've done this in your household, but they've never done it in mine, but they just put wrapping paper over the door.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? And then you just burst through the wrapping paper.
Yeah, you just burst in through the wrapping paper.
I think that's a far better use of wrapping paper.
Far better.
Anyway, so to wrap up Caroline's feedback, so clearly her mum was just being lazy with not wrapping the presents. I don't know about that, Caroline. I think that was genuinely just a generation thing. And she sent in a photograph and it showed her 3-seater sofa in the background of the photo. Now, it was loaded with presents, I have to say. But Caroline, thank you so much for writing in. We really appreciate that.
Thank you, Caroline, darling. Merry Christmas.
We done our One for the Road episode a couple of weeks ago. And this one comes in from our Patreon, Angela.
Hi, Angela.
Angela Reid. And she left a comment that said, another great episode of the podcast. We'll have to watch the Smoggy Queens. Honestly, still laughing at
Please
that
do.
programme. We'll have to watch Smoggy Queens, as you had me laughing at yous laughing. We did laugh quite a lot at that, to be fair. Just stupid.
We did. Can I have your number, Jack?
Yes, Angela, if you've not already watched Smoggy Queens, please go and watch it.
Please, everybody, watch Smoggy Queens, please.
Angela goes on to say, have to also tell you that it's my birthday today and my 14-year-old daughter bought me a cushion cover with your G&T podcast faces on it.
No way.
Yes. Does that make me your number one fan or a stalker? Tina, discuss.
Both. You're our number one stalking fan. Oh, that's lovely. I think that's so thoughtful.
Isn't it?
That's lovely.
I mean, it's not the first time, though, that we've heard of someone gifting
our faces
of the podcast.
Because your mummy done it with me.
My mummy done it with us, and actually my mum has given some feedback as well, which I'm about to
Is
read
that
out.
Louise one on again? What's she saying?
So this one was about the the episode before last, which was when I went on to talk about collecting things. So wait till you hear this. So, hi, Mum. She says, yes, Mum was listening. But as usual, very funny and entertaining. Have to say that I am a collector of coins, and I put them away and I forget about them. But they will probably be passed on to Glenn when I pop my clogs. I wonder what he will do with them. I think I know. Kiss, kiss. And yes, I went on to put here, she also purchased a mosaic kit and made us mosaic photographs, which you have on display here in your house. I can see over there in the corner, Tina.
Aren't they lovely? They're gorgeous.
So
I love them. I think they're absolutely beautiful.
Mama's a collector of coins. I did not know that, but yes, probably best not to leave them to me, Mum. Maybe give it to some of the other siblings, because I will probably use them to go and buy a pint of milk or something.
Or book another cruise.
Or pick another cruise. I wonder how much. Actually, some of her 50p's are worth more than 50p.
Sure, look at that telephone kiosk.
Oh, look at that. Oh, yes. Yes, yes. Wow.
And that's the original.
How much is that worth?
I'm not quite sure. It's, ladies and gentlemen, in my studio here in the Deer Park Delight, 30 odd years ago when I worked in the Royal Victoria Hospital, I was coming out for my lunch and I passed a skip, and people will know if you're coming up and down the Falls Road, there was a part of the Royal called the Levels. And on the Levels, there was a lift that went from the first floor to the 9th floor, and they were renovating 9, 8 and 7, and they ripped out everything, and those old phone boxes was the 10p and the 5p,
right?
And I had the big spin dial, so I wish I could reach over and turn the dial so you could hear it. So that old dial,
it's like the old analog, isn't that what it is? And it's kind of goes.
I climbed into the lift, I lifted said phone box, massive thing, and carried it down to my house, and in the bottom of it was the box with all the money in it, with all the 10p's.
Wow.
And I still have the 10p's, and they're basically like mini frisbees the size of the 10p's, and they're still in it.
It's exciting. Wonder if they're worth a few bob.
Well, I've never actually got it. I've never actually had it valued, but I dare say it's worth a couple of pound now. Maybe I shouldn't put that out there. Kids get broke
We'll cut
out.
that out.
Well, here, listen. I have one. Are you ready? We'll have an interest.
Yeah, well, this one, this is we ask people for their Christmas dilemmas and their confessions, or just in general, if they're looking our advice.
Okay.
Should point out that this person asked us to remain anonymous, so we've changed their names
to save face.
Okay. Of the people involved.
Yeah.
It might involve one or two people.
Oh dear. Here we go. Dear G&T, I'm still cringing as I write this, but here goes. Last weekend I went to my office Christmas party. It was my first one since joining the company. So I was determined to make a good impression. Spoiler alert, I didn't. The night started off great. I was dressed to impress in a sparkly blazer, ready to network and maybe flirt with the gorgeous guy from marketing, Liam. Everything was going smoothly until the Secret Santa exchange. I got Liam's name. So I'd carefully picked out a fancy bottle of wine and attached it with a card, what I thought was a funny little joke. Here's something smooth to match your charm. Merry Christmas. Fast forward to the exchange, and Liam opened the gift in front of everyone, but instead of pulling out the bottle of wine I picked, he revealed a pair of novelty reindeer boxers.
Oh dear.
Turns out I swapped my gift bag with one my mate had bought as a joke gift for someone else. The entire room burst out laughing, and I froze like a deer. No, like a reindeer in headlights. It gets worse. I panicked and I blurted out, I thought they'd suit you. Cue more laughter. And Liam smirked at me like he wasn't sure if I was serious. I wanted to melt into the floor. Now, I have to face him every day at work, and I'm dying to know, how do I salvage this? Do I explain what happened, or just hope he forgets? And is there any chance this could still be start of a holiday romance, or should I just avoid him forever? Help me, G&T. You're my only hope. Yours, mortified, Elliot. Elliot needs to phone home. Like it was an innocent mistake.
Yeah, I mean, that wasn't too bad.
No.
Like, no one got hurt.
No, it was
Nobody
only a pair of boxer
died.
shorts, for God's sake.
Still a bit. I think there's still a bit of context needed there. You know.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an assumption that Liam is gay.
I hope so.
Given that you're sort of hitting on him.
Yeah.
What was it said? Here's something smooth to match your charm. Merry Christmas.
It's like, how do you mix up a bottle of wine and a pair of boxer shorts?
Right. Do you know what I mean?
How do you do that?
Unless it was in like one of those.
Unless you're Stevie Wonder.
unless they put it in like one of those bags. See, if I'm given like a Secret Santa gift, I'll put it into like one of those extra large bags, and then I'll sellotape along the top. But then the weight difference,
There's a
you would kind of know.
Yeah, you would kind of know. That's not a bottle of wine.
Yeah.
You know, I think maybe, I think, Elliot, you were chancing your arm a wee bit, pet. Do you know what? If you really, really like the guy, here's what to do. Grab a bottle of wine, grab a pair of boxer shorts, and walk up to him and say, right, A, you just want to have a drink on your own, or B, you want to share these boxer shorts with me.
Oh, I know. I bought you these boxer shorts. I bet you they'd look good on my floor.
Would you like me to help you try them on? Or take them off?
Take them off.
Take them off. Yeah.
I don't know. Look, Elliot, who's not your real name.
No.
Elliot, I don't think there's really much here to be embarrassed about, to be frank. It's not really a Christmas party disaster, in my opinion.
No, it isn't.
It's a mixed up gift. Maybe you're a little bit embarrassed because you were in front of everybody.
Exactly.
Maybe you're just a bit more embarrassed at the fact that people were laughing than actually, at the fact that you made a mistake with Liam. I don't know.
Well, the thing is too, obviously, I mean, I think there might be a wee bit of, I don't know if it's a mutual vibe or a mutual kind of sort of attraction. Ask him out.
Oh, 100%. Just rip that Band-Aid off.
Just walk up and say to him, listen, what's the chances here? Do you want to go for a wee wine after work, or a coffee, or a walk? Are you single? Are you married? Do you want to have an affair? Do you want to buy me a car? Just put it out there.
Yeah.
Manifest.
Absolutely. Just go, ask the boy out.
That's it.
And be done with it.
Grow a pair.
Okay, this is the last one.
Okay.
This one is again, it's a letter that someone's come in. It's a Christmas confession.
Don't do it.
So here we go. Dear G&T Pod. Hello. Okay, I'm about to confess something so mortifying. I'm not sure how I'll ever be able to show my face again, but here goes.
Interesting.
So I've been seeing this wonderful woman, Jess, and we're both really excited for a Christmas dinner at this lovely restaurant. We'd been to this place before. It had a great reputation, so we're looking forward to a relaxing night. There was a great atmosphere, the food was delicious, and the wine was flowing. And I was feeling good and definitely feeling the holiday cheer until I had to use the toilet. Oh my God, it's toilet humour. You know where this is going.
Oh no.
I excused myself and went to the ladies' room. And when I got inside, I realised the toilet was, already occupied. I just went into one of the other toilets, and as I sat down, I noticed that the toilet roll was almost finished. Normally, I would have just gotten up and got more, but for some reason, I didn't. I thought, I'll just make it work. Who does that?
Oh dear.
You gotta go, there's no toilet in here, there's no bog roll in here.
Yeah, I can't use this.
You can't use this. Anyway, I finished my business and went to flush, but the toilet didn't flush at all.
Oh no.
The water just sat there. And at first I thought, it'll go down eventually.
And it didn't.
But after a few attempts, I realised that it wasn't going anywhere. The toilet was clogged. And now I was trapped in a small restaurant bathroom with no way to fix the situation.
Oh, no.
The worst part, I could hear Jess and the rest of the friends outside in the restaurant chatting and laughing outside. And I knew they were all waiting for me to come back to the table. And here I was, standing in the bathroom, panicking. I decided to grab the last bit of toilet paper and tried to cover up the situation and flush again. But of course it didn't work. It got worse. The toilet paper just added to the mess. And now I'm sweating desperately trying to figure out what to do. I seriously considered just walking out and pretending nothing had happened. After what felt like an eternity, I had no choice but to leave the toilet. I opened the door, hoping no one else would notice the scene that I was leaving behind. As I walked out, I tried to act all cool, like nothing had happened. I met Jess's eyes, and she gave me a look, like she knew that something was off. Have you ever done this, by the way, where you sort of like, maybe not what's happened here with Jess, but where you've walked out of like the bathroom and you've just caught somebody in your company's eyes and they can read you like a book.
Yeah.
They just know.
Well, I've often, there's been times when you're queuing to go to the toilet and someone's been in there before you and you're like thinking, I don't need to do that. So people are going to think I've done that. The people, someone's going to walk in behind me and I'm only going to go in here for a pee and I'm going to walk out and they're going to think that was me.
Yeah.
That kind of a situation. I've been in that a few times, but you know what? When you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, this is it. We all go to the toilet at the end of the day, don't we?
You can't hold what you haven't got in your hands.
So just to wrap this up, so finally we left. I was so embarrassed that I couldn't even look at the staff on the way out. I was sure they were all talking about the disaster that I'd left behind. To make it worse, the next time we went back to the restaurant, I swear I saw the staff looking at me a bit too closely.
They knew.
I'm still hoping that Jess hasn't figured it out, but honestly, I'm so mortified that I don't even know how I'd bring it up if she ever did. So, I guess I'm just hoping it stays between me, the restaurant staff, and the gods of bad luck, and now your podcast listeners, Katie.
Well, Katie, the thing to do is you got to go to a different restaurant for a while. Just so you can feel relaxed and you don't have to worry. Don't get a complex because you had to do Mother Nature called and you got caught in a predicament. I would definitely start suggesting when she wants to go out for something to eat, you try somewhere different, somewhere new. And just, here's a little hint, bring some toilet roll with you. Or a packet of hankies.
Or actually, an often overlooked solution is try the men's.
Yeah.
Because the amount of
9 times out of 10, the cubicles are empty.
Yeah. I have often smuggled female friends into the men's toilet. Yeah.
I think it's a disgrace. I think that shouldn't have male and female. I think a toilet's a toilet because at the end of the day, most people at home only have the one bathroom.
Yeah.
And they all use the one bathroom.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't be able to put on your family bathroom door, okay, it's going to be male from 2 o'clock to 6 o'clock. Don't care what you need to do. You can't go in there. Because that's basically what people are saying if someone goes in and someone complains, they shouldn't be in here.
I know.
Why?
But it's a public space. And I think that's part of the expectation is
Right,
when it's a shared public space. But listen, my husband Gary, I don't know if any of your friends do this, Tina, but my husband Gary and our friend Sean, anytime they go into a toilet, even if they go into the toilet and it's stinking, they leave it so it's absolutely sparkling clean because they don't want the next person coming in behind them thinking that they left it in that, in that position. Well, look, we have hit the end of our one for the road, but before we go, we will play our skip or sip game. This is our skip or sip segment.
Skip, sip, skip, sip.
So if you're new to this segment is really where Tina and I have a couple of phrases and we have to decide whether that gives us the ick. It's really that simple.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to go first.
Okie doke.
They talk all the way through a movie screening. This, for me, is the biggest skip on the planet. Ever.
Get out.
People who talk through shows, not just movies, but shows in general. Like, if there's something...
And they sing along in your ear?
If there's something that we're all supposed to be watching, then watch
Yeah.
Don't talk the whole way through it. We went to a show last Christmas at the Balmoral, and there was people behind us, and they talked the whole way through it. It was so disrespectful to the performers.
Yeah.
But it sort of ruined the experience for us as well.
Aye.
You know?
There's nothing worse.
There's nothing worse. So, no, absolute skip for me. What about you?
Me too. Skip to my loo.
Skip to your loo.
See you later. Here's one. They have an emotional support water bottle.
What?
Yeah.
They have an emotional support water bottle.
Yeah.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Skip for me. You went, what?
Well, I'm gonna sip that one because my mummy lives.
Oh, right, okay.
With her hot. I think it's an older person's thing.
Okay.
My mummy, well, like when she's sitting here, can I have a hot water bottle, please? And give me two, one for her back and then one for under her thighs.
Okay.
So, and I know what that means now. I totally get that. Here's another one. Are you ready?
Go for it.
They refer to their sports team as we.
Don't do sports.
Neither do I.
Skip. Okay. Here's another one. They have nicknames for all of their friends.
I do that.
I don't really mind this. I sort of do this as well. I've been through a whole era of giving everybody nicknames. So this is a sip for me.
Yeah. I give everybody imaginary names. And I've even given imaginary names that other people right now currently are using to build platforms, etc., within the imaginary family. So, and I done that from I was in my late teens, early 20s. So, yeah, I definitely do that. And you know what, fair play to them because there's more from me to come. Yeah.
Okay, here's another one.
Go.
They leave the bathroom door open when they're on the toilet.
Yuck.
Can I say I do this? My husband is forever cracking up with me.
Oh, I would hate
now,
you.
Not for number twos, but for number ones.
Still the same.
And he'll be in the bedroom, and I'll have the bathroom door open. Now our bathroom is fully tiled from floor to ceiling, so it turns into like an echo chamber. So when you're peeing, like you could hear it, it echoes the whole way around the house.
You live in Knocknagoon, I can hear you doing a wee in Andy Town.
I think you'll find it's the parish of Hollywood. All right.
Okay. Here's one. You ready? They double text you.
Wait.
Sorry.
So is that a skip or a sip?
That's a skip.
I'm going to say it's a sip for me. Right, go ahead.
They double text you.
So I think I've spoken to you about this, not in this segment, but I think this has came up before where people send like they send 100 text messages to say something that they could have just put into a paragraph.
Yeah.
This is an absolute skip for me. Send it one message. Thank you.
If you're going to text someone, make it clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to be elongated. Start with the beginning. Put the content of information that is necessary in the middle and always finish with thank you.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay, here's one for you. So they only ever buy something if they have a discount code or it's on sale.
I don't know. I don't mind because it could be a genuine reason behind that. I love a good discount.
I am a bargain hunting queen. I am queen of the coupon.
Yeah, you love the coupon. So you do. And I think that I do quite like a good bargain myself now.
I will not buy anything until I've seen whether I can get a discount code for it first.
I done really well with my new orthopedic mattress for getting out of hospital, and it started off at $369.99, and through perseverance and stubbornness, I thought I really want that mattress because that's going to do me the world of good. And then after about a week, as it came closer to Black Friday, they reduced the price, and then they reduced it again, and then I didn't know I had vouchers, but I did have vouchers anyway. Bargain Queen Hunter for orthopedic mattress started off at $369.99. I got it delivered to the door. How much did I get it for? £167.
Ching ching, bargain.
Ka-ching.
Well, just in case it's not clear, this is a sip for me. You have to be thrifty in this day and age.
Oh, you do.
You know, if you can get a discount code for something, why are you paying full price?
Fastest furious finger first.
That is money that you could be spending on a holiday or a cruise. It's how I look at it.
There's always that reason.
I'm telling you.
On cruise underbelly.
You've no idea it is.
Let me see if I can get this for 100. That's another 300 we can put off the next cruise.
It's totally true, though. I mean, and
Absolutely.
I've said this to you before. We have American Express credit cards. Well, they're not credit cards; they're charge cards. Because if you've got an Amex, you do not want to run credit on it because the APR is astronomical.
Yeah.
So you only spend on it what you can afford to spend on it, to pay it off in full. But they have like an offers section where offers come around. So right now there's an offer on there. Spend £100 on Adidas, get 20 quid back. Right. So it's cashback deals. But when the cruise offer comes around, and we always cruise with NCL, but the cruise offers come around once or twice a year. And it's like spend 750 quid, get £150 cash back. So that's pretty much spend 600 quid, but get 700, but get 750 off the actual cost of your cruise. So you save £150 just for spending the money that you would have spent.
Yeah.
Why would you not do that? Do you know what I mean? So I am a bargain hunter. I am a bargain hunting queen.
So that's a sip.
Sip, 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 sip.
Okay, here's my last one. They have cringy pet names for you.
I'm going to say this is a skip for me. And I have a friend who likes to call me pet names like baby girl, and they'll know exactly who I'm talking about when I say this. It absolutely bugs the balls clean off me.
Number one, you're not a baby, and number two, you're not a girl.
No. What about you?
Well, I only ever get called Tina or Legsy face or Walsy. I don't really get. I don't think I could ever be a pet. Even though I am very domesticated and reliable and loyal and spotlessly clean and very well mannered, I couldn't see anybody putting a lead on me and taking me out for a walk.
Especially now that you can't put your leg behind your ear.
I can't. Can't even put my tights on. I know.
Okay, here we go. This is the last one.
Right.
I've got two. It's the last one of these. Okay. They have a go-to karaoke song.
We all do.
Well, I have a list, and
Yeah, we do. You and I, we do. We have our G&T karaoke spectacular, jaw-droppingly beautiful, through together avalanche of karaoke classics.
but I have like my go-to. So if I'm anywhere out, I will open up my phone and go, right, these are all the songs I can sing.
Yeah.
Ones that I know that I can sing confidently.
Yeah.
I know that karaoke is supposed to be a bit of crack,
So it
and
is.
the words come up on the screen, but it helps to know the song
It does.
as well, doesn't it? Anyway, this is a sip for me.
Me too.
Okay.
I love a good karaoke belter.
The very, very final one. They only have one pillow on their bed.
Yuck.
I'm going to look at the inverse of this. What is your view on somebody that has 500 pillows on their bed?
Well, I wouldn't have that many, but I have 7.
Seriously?
3 on one side, 3 on the other, and thumper pillow in the middle.
But do you take them off whenever you get in at night?
No, I have to put 2 between my legs,
Right, okay.
and 2 of them are memory foam, so they're quite comforting.
It's like, do you know whenever you go to like a fancy hotel and
Yeah.
they have like these massive pillows that go across the entirety of the
Yeah,
bed that you
yeah.
have to take off?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, but like one pillow on their bed, 700 pillows on their bed, is probably a skip for me.
I'm a skip too.
Okay. Well, look, that's all we've got time for this week. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yes.
Hope you've had the merriest and most wonderful of Christmases.
Peaceful and healthy.
Next week, we are going to be doing our New Year episode.
Yeah, we are.
We'll cover
2025. Here we come.
Well, it's not 2025. Oh, will be. It'll be New Year's Day.
Yes,
It will be. It'll be New
yes.
Year's Day. Yes, you're right. So
Apology accepted.
sorry. But yes, so we will be back with another episode next week. So tune in then. And
Next
until
year?
next time.
Next year.
I know we're into New Year. That's mental.
Wow.
Absolutely mental. Until next time, Leggy.
That's a date. LEGGYABCDE. I'm going on a date with somebody with a letter called E. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you think I would be suited with a guy whose name, his first name, the initial is E, send in. Who do you think it is?
It could be Elliot, the guy that wrote in.
It could be. But listen, I'll give him more than boxer shorts and wine. Believe you me. I'll give him a twinkle in his eye and a hump.
Legsy.
Yes.
Until next time, darling, stay fabulous.
I will.
Chin chin. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of G&T Sips and Giggles.
If you've enjoyed our conversation, then don't forget to share it with your friends, and why not subscribe to the podcast so you never miss an episode. Your reviews mean the world to us and really help others find the show, so please take a moment to leave one. But be kind. If you'd like to support the podcast, why not consider joining us on Patreon? For the cost of a drink a month, you can listen to episodes early, access exclusive digital content, and get discounts to upcoming G&T shows. Your support helps us keep the conversation flowing. Cheers! We'll see you next time. Chin chin!